Greetings, lads and ladettes. It is your main, the mythic man, Leon Blight, and today I have a deck tech and gameplay video for all of you featuring Discard Aggro. Nice, we are playing something that is not Kazar, and I've already reached rank 100, so I am no longer pressured to be playing super competitively, and I want to be playtesting more decks now. So the thing with this Discard Aggro list is that we have a lot of new additions from Pool 3. A lot of good Pool 3 enablers have been added here. So let's go about the deck first. Let's discuss the discard enablers. And once again, to clarify, discard enablers are cards that discard the card. They have the effect of discarding a card. So in our deck, first we have Blade, Standard Blade, 1/3, discard the card at random from your hand. Next, we have Lady Sif. Lady Sif is a 2/4 that discards the highest cost card in your hand. We have Hellcow, a 2/6, very above rate, and it discards two cards from your hand. Gameplay note for Hellcow. I've play tested this and it discards two cards at the same time. What I mean by that is if you have only one card in hand, let's say you have a Swarm in hand, and Hellcow's ability triggers, it will not discard Hellcow will not discard Swarm once and then discard it again, like in a consecutive time. Instead, it will just discard Swarm once and then the effect has already resolved. So it doesn't proc the discard two cards sequentially. It happens at the same time for as long as there are still two as many legal targets in your hand the moment the ability resolves. So yes. Okay, I just had to explain that note for Hellcow. Next we have Moon Knight, which is a 3/3. It discards a card from each player's hand, so it does not only enable you, it also disrupts your opponent, considering that your opponent is won't be benefiting from the discard effect of Moon Knight. If they do, then that's slightly sad. So, alright. And finally, we have Colleen Wing. It's a 3/5 and discards the lowest cost card from your hand. So it's opposite of what Lady Sif does. So those are our enablers. Next, let's talk about some payoffs. So there are two kinds of payoffs. The payoffs that want to be discarded and the payoffs that benefit from just discarding, but you do not want it to be discarded. So let's talk about cards that benefit from the discarding but do not want to be discarded themselves. First, we have Morbius, Morbing Time himself. +2 power each time you discard a card this game. It is a 2/0. Thing to note about Morbius is that it is an ongoing effect, so it does retroactively gain whatever uh, amount of discarding that you have done during the game. If you play this on turn 6, if you draw it or and play it on turn 6, the power will adjust to it. This is not the same interaction with Collector. So it's similar to Collector, but Collector needs you to have the draw procs while Collector is in play. Morbius does not require him to be in play for the effect to happen. Also to note about Morbius, while he is in your hand, it will not show the power of which that you will be gaining when you play Morbius. The effect only happens when he's already on the board, which makes sense because it's an ongoing effect. Alright. Gameplay notes on Morbius. We have Strong Guy, very straightforward, very popular. If your hand is empty, +6 power. And then the payoffs that want to be discarded. First we have Swarm. 2/3 if it gets discarded. Add two zero cost copies to your hand. Zero cost copies means that whatever buffs this receives, it keeps it when it duplicates. So that's very strong. And we have Wolverine. There's another standard hit for your discard effects. Alright. Um, let's talk about the non-discardy cards, the proactive play cards. We have Okoye and the Nakia package of buffing your deck and buffing your hand. It's good. You want to be buffing your hand in your deck mostly because you want to be hitting Swarm with buffs. Otherwise, just buffing in general is okay. They're proactive to play, low to the ground. And we have Sunspot. The thing about this deck, it loves to float mana. So there are a lot of turns where you will just be passing because you have to play patiently. And Sunspot, if you can develop Sunspot early, Sunspot will just eat that floated mana. So strong card. Alright. So your game plan with this, as I have explained before, you want to be proactively playing the proactive cards, Okoye, Sunspot, Nakia, as well as Morbius and Strong Guy, such that your hand is filtered to only have enablers and payoffs. Now, this version of the deck is heavily skewed more towards enablers and less toward payoffs, but that's fine. In my experience playtesting this, it's actually still quite consistent. Sometimes you still have to play to the odds that will be unavoidable to happen. So sometimes you're gonna have to rely on 50% hits or 25% hits, most likely 50 to 75% hits. So yeah, it's one of the fun aspects of the deck is rolling dice and flipping coins for discard effects. And that's pretty much it. You want to be developing player enablers to hit your payoffs as close to 100% as possible. And yeah, that's the deck. It's quite strong. It doesn't pull up Kazar amounts of numbers, but it's still a good pick. So that's the deck, and let's head into some games. Okay, shuffling the decks, nice. Just a classic turn one Sunspot into turn two Strong Guy. Opponent turn one Blade. Okay, it appears my opponent is playing. Might most likely be playing Kazar. A very impressive Blade on my opponent there. So on turn four, I get to shuffle. There was an argument to hold Strong Guy there, but I don't think I have that amount of time to be holding cards for Nakia to hit. We'll shuffle cards with Attilan anyway. Okay, Space Throne is interesting. So if I play Nakia, I buff my enablers. I don't buff Swarm, which is fine. Oh no. Strange Academy is interesting. I might not be able to plant Hellcow in Space Throne in time. So let's avoid playing there for now. Okay, my opponent appears to be playing Kazar, but with an aggressive play into what am I trying to say? Aggressive play, splash into discard. So Kazar splash discard probably. So now I can play Hellcow and Sif. And if I play Hellcow and Sif in that specific order, actually there's argument to play Sif first, sorry. So the way this interaction will go is Sif will hit Swarm for sure, and then my Hellcow has a chance to hit both duplicated swarms. So once the Hellcow trigger is on the stack, it will snapshot whatever your hand state is, and it will just hit two legal targets at the same time and not in sequence. Okay, my opponent's actually just playing discard, so that's for sure now. Okay. They hit both swarms. Now I have way too many swarms and not enough board space. I actually don't have enough board space to empty my hand to enable strong guy. Oh my. I don't think it really much matters. My opponent will most likely. I think Morbius has to be on Attila now. My opponent will play Apocalypse on Space Throne most likely. What if the Strange Academy cards might run to Attilan? So let's actually play for Strange Academy with Morbius. My Morbius should be. Oh no, my opponent. Okay, hopefully the Ironheart gets into Space Throne. Oh no, it goes left to right, so Swordmaster gets into Space Throne. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I do believe we lose. My opponent, it only hit. Oh no, no, I lost Attilan already. Okay. That's no way for me to affect the Attilan power anymore. Oh, that was very lucky for my opponent there. Lucky in the sense that Ironheart hit Swordmaster and Swordmaster jumped to Space Throne. Wait, it's a tricky one. Actually, I could have pa passed. If I passed there, I would have been at the full draw because Sunspot would go up to 16. If my opponent plays Apocalypse Center, this would die for 12. I would be one up here, my opponent would be one up here, and that would have been a full draw game. Alright, quite unfortunate, but we slightly popped off there. If my swarm was buffed, we'd be like super popping off. Okay, Okoye turn 1. Always lucky. Hmm. Danger room. You hate to see it. Superflow's interesting. Nakia's interesting as well. I actually don't mind passing here. I don't mind passing actually. I can maybe Nakia on turn 5. And then pop off at Superflow. So this is the max patience Sunspot eating Superflow mana. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have Electra or Shang-Tzu. Alright, that's very interesting. I can just play Colleen Moon Knight Hellcow. On the last turn. Three. Oh no no. 3, 6, 8. Darn. I also go Moon Knight, Hellcow, Swarm. I think Morbius should be in Superflow. Oh no, I don't get the mana. I forget. I forget. I forget. This might just have to be Hellcow Colleen.
Opponent snapped.
Opponent snapped. Okay. Can my opponent will most likely be able to dump those three cards. Because of the 80. So this is plus 624. 921. Okay, yeah, this is it. And then pray that Wolverine hits Superflow maybe. Oh right, Nightcrawler can move. Okoye, okay, not bad, still winnable. Never mind, not winnable, I believe. 9 plus 7. 9 plus 7. 8 plus 12, 24. Oh wait, what? Never mind. I take it back.
Set, bub.
And I win Danger Room now. Okay, we got it. We got there. Wait,
Victory.
I believe I misplayed like 10 times during that game and then never punished. So, got him. No BM, no BM there. Usually I like the emote snap. Snap? I did not deserve to win that game, but this card too strong. What can you do? Cloning Vats is interesting. Oh man, that is quite hilarious. Is cloning my Sunspot worth it? Oh my god, what's my opponent trying to do? Okay, strong guy is pretty good. Do I want to be cloning? I actually want to be discarding. What? I actually want to be discarding, not cloning. I want to be cloning my enablers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to be cloning my enablers. So next time I have to play Colleen. Okay, Sunspot on cloning Vats might have been a bad play. Alright. Wolverine jump to
Set,
cloning Vats?
bub.
Okay, fine, fine. Oh man, I can't afford to be greedy. Okay, this is fun. Yeah, no, actually, this is fun. My swarms will pop off. My swarms will pop off. Man, top deck Hellcow would be the dream. This is so weird. This is so weird. I want. Oh my gosh. You didn't let your. You didn't play Carnage last, so the other thing could get hit.
Opponent snapped.
This is still winnable. I can play. If I play Sif, it hits Moon Knight, Colleen 50-50, Swarm, and Wolverine. If it hits. If it. If it hits Wolverine, I'm sad. Can I still keep up anyway? Oh no no, it's fine. Strong guy can keep up, and I can fight for Murder World. I don't want to be cloning. I want to be emptying hand. Oh, but my strong guy's kinda. Let's see. I don't mind losing.
Enough said, bub.
Wolverine getting the buffs. Oh, not bad. Okay, we hit there. I can't empty my hand now. Because cloning vets. I can't keep up with Big House. Oh yeah, sheesh.
Escaped.
I think having way too many enablers and not enough payoffs is like scuffed. Hmm. Maybe. No, I think this is fine. I just need to be piloting this better. Oh, nice hand. Swapping hands on turn 6. Oh my gosh. So we have to play really aggressively. Dream Dimension. Darn. So I can just Hellcow on turn 2. Turn Hellcow on turn 4. Okay, not bad. Morbing time. Hmm. Oh no. The worst case scenario can happen.
Avengers! Assemble.
Okay, the worst case scenario did not happen. Because of Dream Dimension, my hand is like 10 times worse now. I can go Swarm Blade. Looks like my strong guy's not proccing. Okay, looks like I am Swarm Blade. My blade hits Moon Knight and I pass an empty hand. So if I pass an empty hand, most likely Sunspot will keep growing. So I want to play center and right. Okay. My opponent got a second Ant-Man from Agent 13. That's crazy. Lizard powers down. So I can play. Opponent has one card from their deck. This Lady's if is mine. I can actually just go Punisher and Sif. Punisher and Sif. Fight for Dream Dimension, because the gap there's larger. Okay, my opponent.
Victory!
Yeah, got him. I also could have gone Kazar something there. That's fine. Sure, not bad. Danger Room, you hate to see it. Opponent has a Paul Rudd Ant-Man. What? Why would you Ant-Man turn 1 into like Angela turn 2? Oh my gosh, please. Moon Knight for 75%? How crazy am I feeling today? I'm feeling extremely crazy. You know what? We'll play into Danger Room too. 66%. Play Hulkbuster. Okay, Hulkbuster's fine. If you're playing Angela, I guess.
Enough said, bub.
Nice! No vision for you. Okay, now I can play Hellcow Sif. I have a bunch of swarms. Oh, sorry. Wrong order. Order matters. So what happened? So if you played Hellcow Sif, right? Hellcow will only discard swarm once, and it will not discard whatever. When it duplicates, it won't happen again. It will just snapshot whatever your current hand state is. So if you did it in the reverse order, where you go Lady Sif Hellcow, what happens is Lady Sif will trigger first. The effect will make swarm duplicate, and then Hellcow will snapshot the two duplicated swarms, and I will end up with four swarms.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, it should hit the one on the left. It can never hit the duplicated ones after. Okay, so what we actually want to have happen here now on turn 5, we want our swarms. at least one of them to get discarded. That way, in the next turn, I can replace one of the swarms, make my strong guy go somewhere, and whatever card I draw here on turn 6. So hopefully, at least one of the swarms will die. Okay, we're good. The rest of the swarms staying alive is ideal. Oh my god, we got the ideal scenario. We're actually living in the ideal world. Now I can just play. So this is 1, 8, 9. Strong guy goes up to 9 too. If I play Colleen, no, never mind. If I keep Swarm, Colleen hits, Morbius goes up to 10. But then I won't get strong guy proc anyway. And this is fine. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Morph into what, brother? I died.
Victory.
Okay, that was a clean game. We actually had a we actually had a clean discard game. Well played. Okay, handful of enablers. We draw 2 cards. You hate to see it. None of my payoffs are in there. This might be a bad game. Clintar. Hmm. Oh my gosh. That's interesting. Okay, this might be the Hellcow and Sinister London game. Okay, this might be good if I can draw Swarm in time. Oh, yeah, we're popping off. We're actually popping off this game. Hopefully Okoye hits Olympia. Why are you Sinister Londoning your Sentinels? Oh, not Hellcow. Okay, Sifs, whatever. Nice. Good RNG. Morbius can go wherever, I don't mind. Okay.
Opponent snapped.
Not yet. I have like one turn to draw Swarm. Drawing Swarm on 6 is like useless. So I want to be discarding now. Is this... Hmm. So my Morbius... I can just play for Morbius. So if I go Hellcow... My blade has nothing to hit now. Okay, this is fine. Turn 5, I won't do anything on turn 5. Not, don't hit London. Don't hit
Enough
London,
said,
please.
bub.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Sunspot? I can Sunspot London.
Oh, snap.
Oh wait, this might be enough. I still have to dump whatever's in my hand next turn. My opponent has how many cards in hand? Okay, even if my opponent plays Moon Girl, it only generates 2 cards. We win Olympia for sure now. And my opponent cannot win London. If you play Moon Girl, you're only drawing 1 card. Yeah, we win.
Victory.
Let's go. Well played, well played, well played. That was another clean game. The turn 3 Sinister London reveal like flipped the game on its head there. I went from like bad hand and I was like, we can just play, we can play with Morbius because I have Morbius set up. Just Hellcow, delete my hand there, then go ham with it. Mm, I want to play Morbius. I also want to play Okoye. Darn! Turn 3 Nakia would have been huge, man. Game? Okay, thank you. Darn, if I knew I was drawing strong guy, now I have a very awkward turn 3. Am I playing Blade? No, no, no. Why would I ever do that? Warpath can get hit by this card. I don't very much care. So next time I'm going Morbius Blade. Okay, I might as well start pulling triggers here. I think I have to. Oh no, Grand Central. As as long as it doesn't hit Moon Knight, I'm fine. Don't hit Moon Knight, please. 75%. Okay, that's whatever. Enabler, 2 cost enabler. Oh, darn. Hate to see it. What am I trying to fight for now? My opponent's board is so clogged with like very weak drops. Oh, we want Sunspot. We want our win cons like Morbius, Strong Guy, and Sunspot like spaced out. So ideally, Moon Knight hits Swarm, and then Grand Central hits whatever Swarm as well again. Do I snap?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
snap.
So if my opponent plays into Grand Central right now, then they're not even okay. Cable, sure, nice cable. Nice, that was good. I got my opponent's Hellcow. White Queen, my Wolverine. You only have one slot.
Point snapped.
Why would you snap there? Why would you snap? So now I just have to empty my hand. Colleen can actually hit Wolverine. And then Wolverine jumps to Grand Central. Morbius gets a proc. Okay, we can do that. I don't have to play Wolverine. And Sunspot gets more mana. Gets 8 more mana. Put put Colleen center. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Moon Girl for what, brother?
Enough said.
Clean, another clean game.
Victory.
Alright, that was good. Let's do one or two more matches and then we can call it a video. Like my hand, I don't like to play into Hala, especially because I'll be passing turns. Can Sunspot hold it? Nah. Okay, my opponent has committed into Hala now. Huge! Elysium is huge. Am I greedy? Yeah, I'm greedy. I might have to do. I might have to Nakia on 4 maybe. So my swarm can still dupe. Oh my gosh!
Oh, snap.
How patient do I want to be? I can be giga patient. So I have to start discarding on turn 5. So I actually have to play Nakia on 4. Okay, it's Nakia on 4, discarding on 5, turn 6 I dump. Okay. Nakia on 4, discarding on 5, and then dumping on 6. Should I play Morbius now? No. I want Nakia to hit Morbius. So turn 5, I can play Colleen, Morbius, Wolverine. Hopefully I draw another 2-cost enabler. What the? You had Bishop the whole time and you chose not to play him? Oh my god. Okay, nice. Strong guys also playable.
Snapped.
Opponent snapped. Did I already snapped? I already snapped. Okay. Morbius here, strong guy here. Colleen here. Blade here. I want my discards to hit Swarm. So I'm playing Wolverine manually. There you go. It doesn't really matter because Wolverine is basically like Swarm. It's safer to clog Elysium now to match options. So my Swarm will duplicate into 4 swarms. I was totally counting, but my Swarm will duplicate into 4 swarms. Wait, 2 into 3 swarms,
I am
and then I'll draw 1
unleashed.
card. So I'll have three swarms and one card. Eh, Okoye, sure. I don't want to play into Hala anymore. Although my strong guy will proc. I don't have to play into Elysium anymore, actually. So my opponent's pressured to play into Elysium. I am not. My Sunspot will get +6 as well, anyway. And I can easily take Wakandan Embassy. Can I swing Hala with this? Uh, so this is +6, 16, 16 plus 7. Yeah, definitely. 16 plus 7, or 16 plus 8. So 16 plus 8 is 24, 24, 20. This goes up to 26. And Wakandan Embassy gets +14. Okay, we're good. Clean with it. Sentinel? Oh, Sentinel. America Chavez. Oh. Alright, not bad. Good game. Good games, good games. The middle and latter games were like good. The first few games were decently sloppy.
Victory.
Alright, so let's look at the deck again. That's our discard aggro deck. We have pool 3 cards now. If you want a pool 2 list, you can just refer to my previous video. But this is the discard list that I have. I don't have Dracula yet, but if you are playing Dracula, this deck would look significantly different. But yeah, discard aggro, I was popping off in a lot of the games. It's not that easy of a deck to pilot. You also have to rely on some RNG with like flipping coins on your discard stuff hitting other stuff. There was also a game where I was also able to feature like playing for your Morbius, your morbing time by just I just played the Hellcow and just dumped my hand so Morbius could just grow big. So that's good. And works well with strong guys, so yeah. Discard aggro, it's very close to the ground. You don't have any drops past 3 because on turn 6 you want to be comboing off. So yeah, it's a good deck. We had a good game. So this is the build I recommend. If ever you have these cards, you wanna run the deck, pilot it for yourself. It's very nice. So that's it. That's all from the Mythic Leon for today, and I'll catch you all the Mythic lads and ladettes in the next time. All right, take care. Peace. Boom, 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 boom.